She say she doing it where? She wanna sit in my chair, but she can never be my ear. Checks. Clear.
What's poppin', you guys? It's your girl Katie, and today I am back with a hair tutorial. So this video is going to be based on this high puff that I achieved on my transitioning hair. If you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe and let's jump right into it. So first I'm going to be starting off by taking out these flexi rods out of my hair, because the night before all I did was just did like a little braid out, and I just let it set overnight. And because I am transitioning, the ends of my hair is straight, so that's why I use the flexi rod. But then I'm going to be taking this Cantu leave-in conditioner, and I'm going to be putting some in my fingers, and as I'm taking out my braids, I'm just going to be running that leave-in conditioner through each of the braids. And this is just so that I can retain moisture, because my hair gets really dry. I'm not really pulling it out in any special kind of way, because I'm going to be combing through all the braids anyways. But yeah, all you have to do is just pull it out, and every braid that I pull out, I add some more leave-in conditioner to my fingers. And then this is my hair after I finished pulling out all the braids. Then I took a wide tooth comb, and then I'm just going to start combing through the braids, just to make sure all the tangles are out. There's no naps, no gnats, no anything. Like, everything is just nice and combed out, so that when we do put our hair up, it'll be nice and sleek, and there wouldn't be no lumps or bumps in our hair. So this was my hair after I finished combing it out. And then I'm just gonna take a scrunchie, and I'm just gonna tie my hair up to get it out the way. And then after I do this, I'm just going to be parting my hair in the back, and this is where the sleekness comes in. I'm going to be taking this Eco Styler gel, the best gel ever, and I'm going to use it on my roots. I don't know why I showed y'all that ain't nothing in there, but yeah, I'm just going to be parting the back of my hair, and this is how I get my buns to be really sleek, even though my roots are really thick. So I'm just going to part it in the back, just to get a gist of where I'm going to start putting the gel. And then I'm going to part it going straight in the middle of my head from like ear to ear. So here I parted it straight in the middle, and then I'm just gonna tie up the front just to keep it out my way. Y'all see my waves? I know y'all see my waves. But then I'm gonna go into this Eco Styler gel, and then I'm gonna be putting it on my roots. I'm gonna put it on the hair above the part, so that way when I brush it up, everything is nice and smooth. And then I'm just gonna keep on parting, putting gel, and then you're gonna see me use a bristled brush, and I'm just gonna brush it up just to ensure that it'll be nice and smooth and there's no lumps. So now I finally get to the back, and you want to make sure you put the gel all the way on every single hair. You want to catch every single hair. We don't want to see no beauty beads. You want everything to be nice and sleek down. All right, you gotta catch a kitchen. All right, so I'm just gonna keep on putting gel on my hair. Then I'm gonna go back in with my brush, and I'm just gonna brush it out. You see how everything is sleek? Like, I caught every single hair so that everything is smooth. Alright, so after that, I'm just going to take the scrunchie out of the front of my hair, and I'm going to get started on sleeking the front of my hair. So where we parted our hair in the half point, We're going to do everything in front of that because the back is done now. So I'm just going to take the back and I'm just going to put it up in a scrunchie so that way we can start working on the front. Alright, so now after all that's done, I'm going to be taking the gel and I'm going to be putting it on my roots. That is behind the part before we had put it on the roots that was in front. Now we're going to put it behind, and then when we put the gel down, we're going to brush it. And the same thing as I did to the back, I'm just going to part the front. I'm going to put some gel on it and I'm going to brush it down. And the front is really important because you want the front of your hair to be sleek. You don't want it to be lumpy and bumpy. So you want to make sure that when you're brushing it, you're brushing every single thing to the back and you're getting it as sleek and flat as possible. And then I'm just going to repeat that all the way until I get to the front of my hair. Now when I get to the front, I brush the front of my hair first just to make sure like everything is pulled back, and then when I put the gel in, I'll probably put like more gel than I put throughout the whole entire my hair because I want the front of my hair to be nice and flat. Alright, so now that I'm finished with that, I'm going to be taking it out of the ponytail and I'm just going to be brushing my whole entire head to make sure everything is sleek. Keyword, you want everything to be sleek, okay? Sleek and laid. So after I do that, I'm going back in with the wide tooth comb to brush out any kinks or naps that I might have put in my hair while I was brushing it or whatever, because once again, we want everything to be sleek. Alright, so now I'm just going to be putting my hair up into a nice tight ponytail, and I'm still brushing through it. Like you guys, I like my ponytail to be tight and I like it to look sleek. I don't like the loose look. Like it has to be nice and just like fitted right, you know, like just nice and tight. Okay, so I'm just gonna be putting it up, and this was originally supposed to be like a top knot bun, but I left my hair out and I was just liking how it looked in a puff, so it just turned out to be a little high puff. So I'm definitely gonna rock this look for like a week, and maybe I'll come back with like a top knot bun video for you guys. Alright, so after I get it up into the high puff, I still had to catch my edges, so I'm just going back in with some gel and I'm just going to be putting that around like the perimeter of my head. And then this part is like really crucial to making your edges look nice and laid. I'm going to be taking like this little bristle brush and I'm just going to catch every single hair at the edges. You see, look at that, laid, 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 laid. Then I'm just going to be brushing out like my little edges, my little baby hairs or whatever, and I'm about to lay those too. And then now it's time for the major key, your toothbrush, because like not the one that you use for your teeth, but you know, the one you use for your edges. And second key, beeswax. Beeswax will help your hair stay all day. So I'm just going to be taking some of that beeswax and I'm going to be putting on my edges. And y'all, I did this without no mirror and I didn't realize that until I got to my edges. But yeah, I had put too much beeswax, so I was taking some off, but you only need a bit because it'll help your edges like stay all day. But yeah, I'm just going to put that all on my edges. Then I'm going to be taking that little bristle brush again and I'm going to be brushing it down to prepare for the slayage. Then you're going to go into your Eco Styler gel with your toothbrush and you finna lay your edges. So you know, you're just gonna do that little C motion and just like swoop your edges. Alright, and I was trying to do this in the camera, but it was so hard. Like, look, that's how it came out. You know, you have to do it like that, you know, a little C motion or whatever. But yeah, I tried to do it in the camera, then I got tight, so I was like, forget it. So I just came back and then, you know, laid edges, boom. So this is how my edges turned out after I finished laying them. And even before I even put on my my wrap around my edges, they were already like staying down. But yeah, we're gonna tie down our edges, and I probably left my tie head on for about a good hour because it wasn't time for me to go to work yet. So yeah, but you don't have to leave it on for that long. And then I'm just playing with my puff. You'll see I have like a few stringy pieces. I gotta cut that off soon. But yeah, I'm just playing with it, picking it out, making sure it looks big and full, because you know I got a big head, so my puff got to be big so my head won't look big, you feel me? But yeah, then I'm just gonna be taking my my wrap off, and when I take it off, I pull it down and I don't pull it up because I don't want my edges to pull up. Like, look, I'm pulling the scarf like down, yeah, just like that. And then this is like, you know, basically the finished look. Just playing with my edges a bit, you know, playing with my puff, I mean, making sure everything looks good. And yeah, you guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys like my little puff that I got going on with my slayed edges. And if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow me on all my social medias, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace, y'all.